Hello to all you Librans, welcome for your monthly horoscope for July 2019. Very important month for the Librans as you are a cardinal sign and we have eclipses in those other cardinal signs. So let's have a look what is happening during the month. Of course, mind you, dear Librans, that you are the captain of your own ship. And you have your own will as well, which means watching these monthly horoscopes, they are very, very general. So take what resonates with you, say to Veerle if it doesn't resonate, okay? This is very, very important. Yeah, and if you really want to know more about astrology and your astrology in particular, go and have a reading. But in general, what is happening? Well, there are eclipses happening on July the 2nd, which is the moon and the sun together opposing Pluto and Saturn and the South Node. And then on July the 16th, there is Venus, North Node, the Sun, all opposing Saturn, Pluto, and the Moon as well and the South Node. What is this? This is intense energy to say the least. And this is about very strong desires. Venus opposite Pluto. Woo. And with the node, it's like I have a very strong desire, but at the same time, I'm scared. So let's break this down. What is this all about for you? Now, if you want to know a bit more about these eclipses, because they belong to a certain eclipse family, which is called the Saros family, you can have a good read here of Bernadette Brady. She's a specialist in all these eclipses. And just for the ones who are studying astrology, this could be very, very interesting for you. Now, this eclipse, it belongs to the Saros 3 North family. And in itself, it is an eclipse of obsessive nature, of strong desires, strong obsessive thinking, and all of that. So it fits in well with the eclipse of today as well. Well, not today, this month. So what is this all about for you? I mean, you as a Libran, where is this playing out? Well, Venus and the North Node, which means a very strong desire, that is playing out in your 10th house. So this is not bad or good. I mean, I don't believe in seeing things as good and bad, and we just do our best with the best intentions to make it work as good as possible. But Venus in the North Node, this is happening in the highest point of your horoscope, in your 10th house, and you are Venus, of course. So most Librans will have a desire for change and a desire for newness, for new experiences, considering work, considering your social, if it's not work, considering your social status, considering how you want to be seen by the world, because don't forget, the midheaven is actually a bit of a second ascendant. So it is good to be desiring that and to have that desire to be seen basically. But that goes in against your obligations or your fears that consider your 4th house, which is home and family. So you could be literally restricted by a parent, for instance, or by a house, or by your emotions that get in the way. So there is a paradox going on. That means two expectations that one goes like this and the other one goes like this. That's two expectations that actually get into a conflict. Now the trick is to not ignore one of those desires. Because if you're going to do that, if you're going to say, oh yes, for instance, this could be 1,000 scenarios, but for instance, you have your obligations at home and family, and therefore you can't work at the moment, or you have less time to do the work. But there is that desire, the Venus and the North Node, there is that desire to work. So what do? Well, first of all, what you do is recognizing that you have a desire and not pushing it away, because with Venus and Pluto in an opposition, if you push things away, it's going to come out somewhere else. It's going to explode. And that's an even tougher scenario. But here we have the luck, you could say, that this eclipse is trining Neptune. And that's where there could be the solution, or where there could be at least some energy that is transformed, even when you cannot do what you want to do in either one or both of these cases. So what is Neptune representing? It's in your 6th house of your day-to-day routines and the day-to-day work. So actually focusing on that, on what does work, on your day-to-day routines, on maybe there is something that you want to do around health as well. You know, Neptune there, maybe doing some yoga, maybe doing some very gentle exercises. It's not going to solve your problem there, but at least you're doing something with the energy. So, and again, that problem won't last forever, because eclipses tend to work a little bit longer than just a month where it is in, just a couple of months longer. But it will sort itself out, especially with Pluto there. It wants the transformation. So watch your intentions. If your intentions, by the way, if you have certain intentions and you have a fear, let's say you want a new job, but you have a fear of that you won't, you know, fear of rejection, for instance, then the advice is the opposite. Then the advice is go for it. Go for it. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Because that's what life is about. You have to, but it is about standing above those fears by just doing them. And be fearful, yes, but doing them. And then knowing and experiencing that, let's say in worst case scenario, you go for a job, it doesn't work out. So you're not dead, right? You're not dead. So look at the fears that you are having. Are they rational or not? If they're rational, okay, then you go to the Neptune and you try to transform. If it's not rational, go for it. Go for that new job. Go for that opportunity and see it as a blessing. See it as something refreshing. See it as something exciting. And yes, it's no guarantee that it's going to work, but so what? So what? We learn from that, don't we? So very interesting energy for the Librans. And at the same time also Mercury goes retrograde. So you see what a full month this is of happenings with the planets. So that shows that there's happening a lot with us as well. So Mercury is going backwards in Leo, and then it goes backwards into that house of work of yours. And also Mars is is also in Leo. So that is all in your 11th house. So you could say that if you have neglected your social life, if some groups, society, associations, or some goals, if you have neglected them, it's now the time to put some effort there. It's now the time to take the lead. So it could mean as well, during all of this, that you're taking the lead for being the leader of a group who are maybe in the same situation or whatever, trying to find some solutions there, or trying to accept at least what is. You can find people that are like-minded, that are at the same level there, but you're some sort of a leader there, or you have to take the initiative, so to speak. On the other hand, with Mercury going backwards there, it could mean that you're thinking about some ideas, considering your goals, considering work as well, that you had in the past, but now they are coming back to be looked at, to be assessed, and that is a good thing. Having said that, you dear Libras, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best. And the Mercury retrograde is on the 8th, by the way. Yeah, on the 8th of July. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.